Hello, everybody. I said African time, so I'm ahead of schedule, but that's because if I stop for a while, I'm going to have a very bad headache. I've been doing client readings. So, since this is recorded anyway, you will all get to watch it when you get to watch it. Okay, so we have a subject I have not been wanting to pick up. I have not been wanting to pick it up, the surrogacy, because I have such personal negative views on surrogacy. Okay, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Please do not hesitate to be kind and generous to the Sangoma and send her a donation for this reading via PayPal. My PayPal is on top of the page. I have been working all day today trying to catch up with client readings, you guys. And I just decided, no, I'm going to do all the readings so that I can rest at once. Hey, I can barely see you. And that is good because I just want to talk like you don't exist. I just did a soul group reading. It was less than 7 minutes. And I had to use sheer raw power, just my psychic ability alone. And I'm done. It's like in 7 minutes, I was like, ugh. But such a beautiful experience, you guys. That was Georgiana. I'll say it. That was Georgiana's reading, and that was such a beautiful experience for me. Oh my God, she took me to her realm, and I got to stand above her realm, and I got to see it. And it's, oh my God, what a beautiful experience. Now I've only got 10 more of these to do. Then I say the scientist is done because they are a lot of work. They are so much work, but at least I started with Georgiana because I kind of know her. Then I'm going to go to you guys that I really don't quite know, but this was an experiment well worth having. So now I know where Georgiana's soul comes from. And now I know what her spiritual role is. And she's in the right direction. Sorry to say, Georgiana. I know you all know her. She's in the right direction. So anyway, whew, I have to draw in pieces of myself because I'm still scattered. Okay. Um, Surrogacy. Let's get back to the reading of the day to day. Okay. But before that, I must tell you that my ancestors told me that I mustn't work for monetary gain. I must work for the joy of working. And that was the most beautiful thing I have ever heard. They said you are creating your oils right now. Do it with joy and don't think about anything else. And when you do your readings, do it with joy. Just like take money out of the equation where your work is concerned. They said the rent will be paid, the rent will be paid. So take money out of the equation. And that was a gift from my ancestors. That is a gift. That is seriously a gift. They also told me health wise that I'm getting better and that in 7 months' time, 7 to 8 months' time, I will not believe I was this sickly old lady. They said, you're not going to believe that you were this sickly old lady who was always coming down with illnesses. So yeah, that was really nice. That was good to hear. And now we can go to surrogacy. Like I said, my energies are still scattered. I went to a spiritual realm, and my energies are still like making their way back to me very, very slowly. Hey guys. Okay, so surrogacy. I am so against it. It's not even funny. Okay. So I am standing on full disclosure. I am so against it. And I feel like humanity has lost its way. Not everybody is meant to be a parent. That's what I believe. Not everybody is meant to be a parent. And I just feel like, oh my God. Okay? That's how I feel about surrogacy. I believe it's inhuman. I believe it's unethical, and I believe it destroys the fabric of human nature. And I wonder about the children born to surrogacy. I wonder about them. I really do. I'm looking at Kim Kardashian's kids and Chloe's kids, and I'm just like wondering what it is that they are missing, that their cousins who were made naturally, like Kylie's babies and um, Chloe, the other one, what's her name? Her babies, the other one with the only one with the white babies, Courtney, her natural born, babe, her first three, what it is that they have that these other ones who were surrogated do not. It is just, yeah, I'm very anti surrogacy as a person. Okay, this is my full disclosure, which I am supposed to state before I do a reading. It's my full disclosure that I personally am against surrogacy. However, I came across a movie. I watch movies on TikTok every three, whatever, and it they were comments that I took pictures of on the comments about surrogacy that made me decide that as a sangoma I should read on it. Okay. And it's the story of a woman who is a surrogate, and the moment she gives birth, the baby is snatched from her and she doesn't get to hold it. So, anyway, people were commenting in the comments, and one of them said, no one should be treated that way. After 9 months and putting your life on the line, thanks, but we no longer want contact. Wow, what a user. Then one said, I think surrogacy shouldn't exist. People can't be mothers or fathers for a reason. That's my belief system too. That's what I believe. And then one said, these comments are so funny because people don't know how to research anything before commenting. This is a movie about these surrogates being crazy and dangerous. And that's why they wouldn't let her hold her baby. And then somebody said, this can happen. That's why they have to vet surrogates and why they prefer them to have children already. Hormones do crazy things. And one said, I heard the baby isn't even hers, not her blood, not her genes. She is not related at all. She's just a surrogate. And somebody says, the surrogacy trap. And somebody says, I think that's their baby, but the surrogate gave birth to him. Can humanity see how weird that is? You gave birth to our baby? Okay, but that's just me. Okay, like a lioness says to another lioness, hey, that cub is mine. You gave birth to my cub. That's my cub. You carried it for 9 months. It's my cub. That's so wrong. To me, again, me, medically, as somebody says, it's for the baby, the mother who has just given, this is a nurse or somebody, the mother who has just given birth medically has to be given the right to hold the baby. I understand that she doesn't want him to get attached, but it only makes things worse. So why must the surrogate mama hold the baby first if she's so not attached? We have made women machines, like you're a machine. You are just a womb. You are nothing else. And we have forgotten the spirituality of it all. Okay. And I can't because I'm a metaphysical scientist. And then one says, what is wrong with letting her hold the baby? She is the reason you have the baby. You know, like, and then somebody says, should surrogacy ever exist? And one says, honestly, it should be made illegal because even though it uses the egg and sperm of the spouses and not the carrier, I don't think it's an ethical thing. And then somebody said, in my country, you can only be a surrogate for your relative and mom or sister, and money can never be involved. It's an altruistic thing. Somebody just then said, oh, yikes. Okay. And then somebody says, well, she has days to change her mind after giving birth. In saying that she didn't want to change her mind, she just wanted to hold him and to basically say goodbye. But if she changes her mind, she could, like these are scientists created surrogacy, right? Physical scientists created surrogacy. I am always for science, whether I like it or not. I am always for science. I don't like surrogacy. I hate it with every fiber of my being. But it could be a good thing. It could be the future of humanity as more women become unable to bear. It could be the future of humanity. So we're going to read it, and we are also going to read on the children who are born from surrogacy. And I am going to read Kim Kardashian's kids. Kim Kardashian has got 4 kids, 2 of them via surrogacy. I'm going to read them. Okay. Kim Kardashian's kids via surrogacy. Okay, kids via surrogacy. And we're going to see. We're going to see how it affects them. We have taken Chicago West and Some West. Okay, we are going to see how being born to another mother has affected them or will affect them in a bid for me to understand. You understand that this is all about me? This is all about me. If you have any questions, please write them on the Instagram surrogacy thing, because I'm going to go into my zone and I will be all zoned out. So we are reading Chicago West. Okay, we are reading Chicago West so that we can understand surrogacy. Okay, and surrogacy in general. Okay, I can't see you. That's very nice. Chicago. Chicago. Chicago West. Chicago West. Okay, so at once I discovered that Chicago West is one of those immigration souls. She's an immigration girl. And that is why I think when I looked at her, I saw ethereal beauty in her physical. She is an immigration girl. She has the wings and she has the little and she's very fleeting. She's very fleet, very light on her feet and very, very, very tiny. Okay. She's very, very tiny. She says hello, and I said hello. I'm saying, I asked her, what are you doing? And she says she's playing. What are you playing at? Cowboys and fairies and all things pretty. I like to stay in my pretty world. I was born in a pretty world and I like to stay in a pretty world. So I'm playing. Out of the blue, she says, I love my mommy. She gives me everything I want, even though she's not my mommy. I don't remember her. I haven't even, she's not your mother. I don't remember her. I'm confused. She says she's my mommy, but I don't remember her. I thought my mommy was black. Chicago's surrogate mother, was she black? She says, that's my mommy. My mommy was black. I don't remember this mommy, but I love her. It is very confusing. Life is confusing. I miss my mommy. Which one? The first one. See, I might as well just call it a day. Because I that's why I'm so anti-surrogacy. Okay, again, feelings off. Bye, feelings. Goodbye. Bye, bitch. Bye, feelings. Do your job. Do your job. My mommy is black. She's insisting. So then she's taking a pen and she's painting or drawing this mommy. And then she blows little stars on her mommy. And she says, I love my mommy. My mommy can sing. Or your mommy can sing. She can sing. I used to hear her before I came. I used to hear her while I was in her tummy. She can sing. But they said my mommy is too poor. So I was given to this mommy. She's a nice mommy. She's very nice. She's beautiful. She's patient. She's kind. She's loving. She's my mommy too, but she's not my mommy. Would it be fair to say you have two mommies, Chicago? She shakes her head. She says, no one has two mommies. Everyone only gets one. Okay, so Chicago, you were made of your mommy, the one who is white, and your daddy. She says, I have one daddy, and she nods her head. And your other mommy, you were put in your other mommy's stomach. She says she knows. She has been told that. She knows. So where is the confusion? She says, the tummy where I came from, that's my mommy. You say this one is also my mommy, so I accept it. But the tummy where I came from is my mommy. Why is the tummy where you came from your mommy? Because I got her habits, her clock. It's talking about like internal, it is a spiritual clock, an internal clock, like, tick, 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 but it is, her clock, her demeanor, her love from her heart. It wasn't a lot of love. So I am going to spend my lifetime looking for love because it wasn't a lot of love from my mommy's heart. It wasn't. But I am going to keep looking. But would you say this mommy, the white mommy, she loves you? She says, we are like this, spiritually disconnected. And that is, she tries, but we are like this. Let me try to explain that in human terms. You know that clock, that tick, tick, tock clock that she says she got her clocking in the belly, her timing in the belly. Well, she didn't get Kim's timing in the belly. So Kim's timing may be tick, ding, tock, right? And hers may be tick, 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 tick. And she got the tick, 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 tick from the woman who carried her. So she and the woman who carried her are under one time. Tick, 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 tick. And now she is being marmied by a woman who is tick, dong, tick. Do you know what I'm saying? They are like this. So she's not spiritually attached. She says it makes her sad. Okay. Let me see if you people have put any questions before I take her out of the plate because I really got my answer, bitches. I got my answer. I do not read, kids, but a scientist has to sometimes break the rules in order to get information. You have to break the rules sometimes. So let me see if anybody has any questions that should be asked while she's in the plate. Okay. I know you. Thank you. Yes. Justice says, I know you've talked about souls choosing a mother before they are born. How does surrogacy play into that? Thank you. Chicago, did you choose your mother? She says yes. Which mother did you choose? The one who sings. She chose the surrogate mother, the one who sings. She says, I wanted her voice. She sings, and it's the only thing I don't have. So I picked her because of her voice. Again, she goes back to the timing, the clocking, the tick, 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 tick. That's what somebody out there better investigate to find out if Kim Kardashian's surrogate is a singer. If she's just a singer who didn't make it at all, if she's just a down and out singer, and so it turned to surrogacy in order to support herself, please find out and then let me know. Because this girl, Chicago, is saying she went for her voice. She said she didn't even know Kim. She said she didn't even know her. Like, she didn't know that her physical parts came from her. She says she thought they came from the mother she chose, the black lady. That's what, she's asking me a question. Does this not make me fully black in the world? I have a black mother and a black father. Does that not make me fully black? You are black. You are black. She says yes, because that's what she wanted to be. Okay. Okay. How does God feel? Well, we're going to find out. How does God feel about surrogacy? Okay. How do your ancestors? My ancestors have no feelings. I do. But I'm going to ask Chicago West. How does God feel about surrogacy? She shrugged. She says, which is what I know. I actually know this because my ancestors have told me this, and I've told people. God bestows life on what man creates. I knew that. My ancestors told me that too. Chicago, would you say that you are bonded to your first mother, since you gave them numbers, to your first mother? She says, yes, it's an eternal bonding. I knew it. Okay, guys, you got to look at it like this. You know how a man's sperm goes inside your body? It is a foreign object, right? It's a foreign object, but then it fertilizes you when scientifically it's not supposed to, because it's a foreign object, and then you give birth. It's the same as an embryo being inserted in a woman's belly. It's a foreign object. It still, however, feeds off her in order to become. You know what I'm saying? Please like the live, bitches. Like the live. My moderators are dying in there begging you to like the lives. Please like the lives. You see how I'm not even begging you for money? Okay. Do you know what I'm saying, you guys? This is the same thing. When the egg hits that woman's uterus, when the zygote, it was seen as a foreign object that this woman could reject or accept. She accepted it. Therefore, she became the mother. Okay. She says it again. She's not bonded to Kim. Years and years. She calls it her number two mother. So she's named them number one and number two. So she's not bonded to number two. But number two is very kind and generous and smells nice. She likes to give hugs. And she's very sweet. So with time, she will bond. You know, she keeps going on about how she smells nice. She smells nice. So with time, you know, she will really, really fully bond to her. She says it's a work in progress, but she misses her mommy. She loves Kim's big boobs. She loves to lay her head on them. She said they are so soft and squishy and nice. So she loves to lay her head on them. But it's a work in progress. So I think we've already got that. They do inherit the most important things that make us human from the surrogate mothers. They do. They do inherit them. So, okay. So now I'm going to ask her about the future. She's very in her own world. She says yes, because the world is ugly, so I choose to be insular. She is very much in her own. She's so beautiful, you guys. But then I've always said that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Yeah, she is blow me down gorgeous. She's gonna be Chicago West if she doesn't end up doing drugs. She will be the most beautiful woman the world has ever seen. Okay, she is an immigration girl, one, and then I don't know, guys. I can't describe it to you. The girl is beautiful. Okay, the girl is gorgeous. She is gonna be one of those women that the whole world just stares at, like, how can something this beautiful exist? Okay, all right. So now, yes, China's daughter is beautiful, but we're not talking about her because I just read that. China's daughter is beautiful, but not at the level of Chicago West. Okay? Chicago West is the most beautiful Kardashian breed. And when she grows up, you shall all see it. You shall all be dazed and mesmerized. I think she's going to be famous. She's going to be a movie star. She says she wants to sing. She wants to sing. Okay. Anyway, I think she's going to be famous. She's going to be in our faces. And we are going to be stunned at her beauty. Seriously. Okay. Chicago. Tell me the future of surrogacy. Is surrogacy going to become more popular? No. I'm shocked. She had said no before I even opened my eyes, but no. There are going to be laws in the very near future that are going to stop surrogacy altogether. It's not working out the way the scientists thought it would. Again, children who are surrogated, they lose the essence of humanity. They don't have an essence. It's hard to explain in words, but yeah, I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised, but no, actually, surrogacy is waning in popularity as we talk. That's surprising to me. As we talk, it's waning in popularity. She says all over the world. Okay. And then she says there will be very strict laws, very strong, severe laws in the future that will stop surrogacy permanently. And that future is in my lifetime. Okay, it's in my lifetime, it's in your lifetime. They will stop it. So now I'm gonna ask why. She says it's unethical. Okay. Why is surrogacy going to end? Why is surrogacy going to end? Why is she says this is personal, this is her. She says it should. There's a fabric over my eyes, a dirt that can't be cleaned. I don't see well. I see, but I don't see because there is dirt, a fabric covering my face. I don't understand it. I'm just describing it the way she's saying it. She says it's dirt. It's it's dirt. It's dirt. That's what she say. This is spiritual, guys. Give me some time. Okay, the only way I can describe it is, you know, when a baby is born with the sac and they come out with the sac, right? Like the, you know, the sack where they were in forever and ever, right? She says that's how it is. As she walks in this world, she's still in her surrogate mother's belly. She walks with a sack over her, like a sack, because she's unclean. She says she smells. I think I think she's trying to talk about the human essence, you know, the human essence that's not there. I think so, because she says a lot of me was left with my mother, mother number one. And so now she walks through life blind, like with you. Okay, the mixing of three instead of two. Do you get it? Like, I'm so confused here. She's showing me, but I don't have words for it. I don't have words for it. Okay. So she's saying human beings are made from two, right? She is made from three. And that, you know, it makes her something else. She says, it makes me not human. Because I'm likely, don't the DNA? Okay, so let me describe it to the stupid people. Okay. So, a zygote is put in a woman's uterus. Okay. Her body, you know, her tubes and her body, they are feeding that baby. They are attaching themselves to that baby. They are feeding that baby. The clock, everything, her blood, her heartbeat, her urine, all in that baby. That makes it a third DNA. Okay. It makes it a third spiritual DNA. It's a DNA. Okay. So a human being is supposed to be born to two people. Instead, a human being is being born to three people. Yeah, that's why I don't want to get questions from there, because they drive me insane. Okay, so what are the reasons? She says, I've given you the reasons. Okay, in the physical, why are they going to stop surrogacy? Chicago, why are they going to stop surrogacy? Chicago. Too many, oh my God, too many kids born from surrogacy have severe mental health issues. She says it is the covering that never comes off. We try to claw it off ourselves so that we can see the way you see, and we can't. So we try to rip it off us, but we can't. That's so sad. They didn't realize before, the scientists didn't realize the severe physical, mental health issues. But now this was a good time to be doing this reading because they just discovered the connection between these mental health issues and surrogacy. Perhaps like 6 months ago or so, they just discovered it. So now they are working on it, but it's too late. They are going to have to reverse the whole thing and just end it. Damn. She keeps on saying, I told you it's the thing. It's the membrane. It's the membrane we cannot remove from our faces. Okay. And let me see if there are any new questions here. I do not see any new questions. What is the future of those of what? Show me your future. Chicago West, show me your future. Chicago West, show me your future. Show me your future, Chicago. She doesn't feel like she has a future. She says her life is in reverse. I've never seen this shit before. I think this is the first real surrogate I have actually read, and I'm too stunned to speak. Okay, it, she has a very short life. Okay, she has a very short life. Chicago might go in her 20s. That's all I'm going to say. She has a very short life. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but that's what the shells are saying. But hopefully, I'm wrong. I'm not God. God could change his mind. She will become very overwhelmed with life, like literally overwhelmed. You know, those mental, the membrane. She's showing me. You know, she will become overwhelmed with life in her 20s. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll ask about surrogacy in Africa. Okay. Surrogacy in Africa is blowing up. What is the future of surrogacy in Africa? She says the same thing. Basically, this girl is saying we are creating lunatics. Okay, she is saying 90% of surrogated human beings are have a membrane and only 10% do not. Or she believes that they all have a membrane, right? All 100% of them. But this membrane drives 90% of them to do horrible, horrible things and to just be weird in comparison to the 10%. And guess what? Oh my God. She just said Whitney Houston's daughter was via surrogate. Look what happened to her. She had a membrane, and when her mother died, the mother she held on to, i.e., Whitney, the mother she held on to died, and who was leading her died. She lost her eyes, and so she died. So she says that is the problem with us. all of us. The 10% can live with it, the membrane. They are chill behind their membranes. They are chill behind their membranes. They are cool. The other 90% are not chill. So situations and circumstances happen. So then she starts to cry and she says she doesn't want this membrane. She keeps trying to rip it off her. She doesn't want it. She wants to see like her sister. Her sister, meaning the big one. What's her name? North. She wants to see like North. She wants to see like North. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Africa and surrogacy. It's gonna take off a hell of a lot. A lot of Africans are gonna be using surrogacy. It's gonna take off a hell of a lot. And then there will be around the time that it is banned around the world, it'll have a pushback. Okay? Around the time it is banned around the world, it'll have a pushback. So it will suffer from the banning, but a lot of Africans are going to be using it. Yeah. And they will be, she says, and they'll be creating more like me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I kept going to these readings not expecting what comes out. And I am so sad that this is what came out. No, people, I'm really sad about this. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Is surrogacy ethical to you? Chicago. Is surrogacy ethical to you? Is surrogacy ethical to you? No, not at all. She says it's a prison. The more I talk to this girl, she says it's a prison with more negatives than positives. But she accepts that this is her prison and this is how she has to navigate. And again, she says she misses her mommy. Again, I ask which one. She says number one. Okay, guys, I am done. Yes, I'm done. That wasn't what I wanted to hear. That wasn't what I wanted to hear. Oh, it's dark outside. Yes, Manitoba is now in winter and it's dark. And I did readings today. Tomorrow, I shall try to film Epstein. Epstein. I gotta pronounce Epstein the way I was taught to in my British education. So tomorrow I shall uh do Epstein. And like I told you, Patreon this week, because I had major illnesses and then I was hit with some PTSD and then I was in physical pain. There will be nothing new coming for Patreon this week. But starting next week, I'm going to roll out a whole new set of new things. I'm going to break some rules and I have Epstein's seance, Epstein and Virginia. I'm putting them both in the same plate and I am talking to them in their death. Virginia, Epstein's victim, I hate her energy because I've been calling them, right? Her energy is just like his. She's greedy and nasty and evil and mean. Okay. But anyway, I got Virginia, I got Epstein, and then I'm going to be looking at how the Epstein files will affect Trump because he's losing his temper over that shit. He's done with it. So we'll see how it'll affect Trump and how it will affect America. We will also look at pedophilia in the top. I can call Naomi. Yeah, she needs to be called. Thank you. Please remind me on Instagram. We'll look at pedophilia in the upper classes, in the upper echelons. We will look at pedophilia in detail through the people we will be reading. Okay, we will look because, yeah, so I have that and some more surprises coming for you. But that's starting next week. I'll be rolling out the holiday season. The holiday season readings starting next week. I might just do a reading on Jesus. I might just do a reading on Jesus. I mean, who knows? So, thank you all so much. Meet me on Patreon, especially in the chats, because I share my spiritual world in the chats and I give you the latest of the latest because I am the greatest in the chats on Patreon. So meet me in the chats, guys. The chats on Patreon are worth you being a part of my Patreon. For real. Meet you all on Instagram. And I will see you tomorrow and the next day on YouTube. I am going to continue doing these readings. I really love them because it makes me look at subjects that I don't usually read or look at. What about housing? Go. How about the future of housing? What is the future of housing, mommy? I mean, what do you mean by that? I mean, like, I'm trying to buy a house. I'm trying to buy a house in South Africa. So, what is the future of housing? Please tell me. What do you mean? You love being a pay? Yes, please. Patreon is the only place where I get paid. I don't get paid by YouTube or Instagram or TikTok because I'm Canadian. We don't get paid. Yeah. So please join me on. You suggest for a live on Patreon. Oh no, I used to do lives on Patreon. Nobody used to come. And I used to pay for those lives. I used to pay 50 something dollars. But then Patreon introduced the live. Then they told me because I do adult only content, I cannot have live. But the lives on Patreon used to make me weep with an inferiority complex because nobody used to come. So, no, the lives will be held right here on YouTube. I think Patreon has so much. You have spells and rituals for days. If you used them, your lives would explode. Your lives would change. Some of you would become movie stars. Some of you will become signed musicians. I did not skint or skimp on those rituals and on those spells for your greatness. Okay? If you use some of those spells and rituals, you will become great in your time. So that alone should be $50 a month. Okay, that alone should be $50 a month. But you're all doing something else instead of investing in yourselves. I do not gatekeep. Okay, I do not gatekeep. I'm too old to be going for fame and stardom. No, I'm really old. I wanted to be famous, but my ancestor said, no, you're done. But you guys, you, my flock, I put it all there for you on Patreon. The road to fame, the road to money, the road to beauty, the road to security, the road to love, all there on Patreon. The rest is just entertainment. Who haven't I read? I have literally read everybody and everything, and that's on Patreon. Okay. So honestly, it's on you. You are not using what the Sangoma put out there. And I put so much on Patreon. You're not using it. That's on you. You don't need a live there because you never used to come for my lives. So yeah. Okay. I think you have more than enough. A person who takes their life seriously and who puts themselves first, once you get onto my Patreon and you start doing the work, okay, you start doing the work, you will see your life improve. Okay. I had a fucking client who was refusing to pay me for a reading, and she did. And guess what? She's so funny. She's Nigerian. She is being scammed. Being scammed. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars being scammed, okay, by someone she's never met for 3 years, and she's heavily invested, but she would not pay for a general reading, one reading on herself, okay? She would not invest in herself. She doesn't even have to come to me for a reading. She can go to anybody. I don't give a fuck. Just invest in yourself. Okay, nobody is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. You have to say, I hate my life the way it is. I need it to change. Then you have to invest. You have to do the work. And all you need is my Patreon account, the blue tier. All you need, $39. You get onto that, you change your energetic soul. You change your energies from blue to red, or blue to yellow, or blue to whatever. But no, you don't want to invest in yourself, but you are sending a man you've never met thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And he's lying to you, telling you lie after lie after lie, and you are swallowing it. But when I say invest in yourself, in you, what do? You say, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to do that. I don't want to. You don't want to spend your own money on yourself. That's crazy. And if you think that these men are just going after African American women, you'll be wrong. African women themselves are getting scammed all day, every day by these men. You would be wrong. And African women are selfish, self-centered, extremely cruel. And that's why they are getting scammed. So yeah, if you are serious about your life, you would be on my Patreon, because let me tell you something. There will never be another metaphysical scientist who will give you as much as I give you. I don't give a fuck what you say, when, where, and how, because every metaphysical scientist I have known has always hidden the good things. They hide the good things for themselves, but not me. I told you October 31 is Ancestors Day. That's your time to put your Christmas list to them. But that was something that was hidden by other metaphysical scientists. They hide things. I have never met a metaphysical scientist who gives the truth as much as I do. And I do it because I'm not in competition with you. I want you to succeed. I want you to do better than me. I want want you to have what I didn't have. The fuck? I want you to be that movie star. I want you to be that athlete. I want you to be that writer. I want you to be that singer. And if you took your energy seriously, you would be working on those energies night and day via my Patreon. I know, bitches, you do not care. You don't care. And that's fine. But my Patreon is still there. It's more than entertainment. It is your fucking life. It's your lifeline. Okay? It's your life. Your life. Fuck with it. Because let me tell you, the older you get, when you reach my age, you're going to have a lot of regrets. And that's what I'm trying to save you from. Those regrets. If only I had. If only I had. If only, if only. Stop investing in men. Like, just fucking stop. Stop investing in men and start investing in yourself, because those men will walk away and you'll be on your own. Well, I've always been on my own. I've never been chosen. But yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, I've bashed you enough. In my culture, they say those who have ears have listened and will do. Those who don't have ears will keep sending men they've never met thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Oh my God. 33, you are such a baby. 33 years old, you are such a baby. Start. Work on yourself. You are such a baby. When you reach my age, 55, you're going to realize that life doesn't change. The things you wanted in your 20s remain the same things you want in your 50s. Okay, same thing. Nothing doesn't change except you. Okay, it's never too late to start. It's never too late. My Patreon is just not entertainment, is the least of my worries. My Patreon is my book. My book, the book of spells to make your lives better. Because I'm not writing another book so that Jeff Bezos gets all the money. I'm not doing that anymore. Jeff Bezos, some of my money went to his wedding. I'm not doing books anymore for Jeff Bezos. So that's my book. That's where I share me and everything that is me. And I do it so that you don't have to suffer and be lonely. I am lonely, you guys. I'm very lonely. I wish I had a husband. I do. I want someone to cook soup for, because I'm a caregiver. I want someone to take care of. I want to worry about someone just besides my son. I want to be irritated and I want to have fights with someone. I want to have someone, but look at me. And I don't want that for you. I don't want this life that I have for you. I'm not American. I don't pretend that things are glamorous when they are not. This is not a glamorous lifestyle, and you should not be wanting to live like me. This is a lonely, sad life. I can't even make soup because there are not enough people to eat the soup in my house. There are not enough. Okay, I want you to have more fulfilling lives. Okay, on that note, I'm done yelling at you. I will see you tomorrow with another reading. Bye.